Now it makes sense why the guy defended cuties. Hello everyone, it's Mr. Troll delivering an update. So the guy that the internet loves to hate, Sneako, may have just ended his career more than ever. Okay, I'm not sure about that, but he got exposed for who he truly is. Being a cock, a grifter, and all of that? No, it's worse. You see, he had a debate with Destiny, which is all you need to know in order to find out how it went for him. Destiny is a master debater. No, not a masturbator. He is not a master at baiting people. He is a master at debating people. And they talked about PDF-philia. And Sneako is someone who actively defended a movie where characters, played by actual minors, were twerking and basically exposing themselves. So, you may have an idea of how well it ended for Sneako. So, Destiny, being the master debater he is, asked a painful question to Sneako. It was, what should the age of consent be? Now, this is a painful question because it's one of the most controversial questions you can ask. Yes, you will probably say 18, but here's the thing. In cold Scandinavia, for example, the age of consent is 15. Even though you must be 18 to buy cigarettes. And those age restrictions are just as random as in the US, where you can buy cigarettes at 18 but you can't buy alcohol until you're 21. And even when it's 18, there are certain people who are 18 years old that behave like 10-year-olds. Those people should not be manipulated by someone who is like 30 plus, or else their life might be ruined. This is what I mean when I say this is a controversial topic. And yet, Sneako decided to answer in some of the most incompetent ways imaginable.
Here's an easy question. What do you think the age of consent should be, Sneako?
This is not an important conversation.
No, you don't think kids are not as an important conversation?
What do you mean this is not an important conversation? Of course this is an important conversation. I have regurgitated in several videos how important it is to discuss about things like this, because most people who defend PDF-philia are not PDF files themselves. They are just incompetent, and they never had that conversation where they got to sit down and understand why PDF-philia actually is bad, other than just, it's bad because it's bad. This is an important discussion to have, and Sneako in this debate is a perfect example of what happens when you don't discuss this enough. And so I'm glad Destiny finally decides to have this discussion with him.
What do you think the age of consent should be? If you want to be consistent, you don't think anything updates, just tell us what you think it should be.
I think it should be past at a developed age, Destiny.
What is a developed age? If you had to set a law for it, what would you set it? What would you set it about?
It's a developed age.
No, answer the question, you fucking pussy. Holy shit, you're such a cowardly fuck. Stand up for what you believe in. If you actually are fucking Muslim, you're actually Islamic or whatever, then stand up for your fucking beliefs. Every other Muslim scholar online will do this. Do it. Stand tall on it. Don't act like a little pussy in here trying to grill fucking XQC on fucking on modern meta ethics or whatever. If you won't even answer basic questions about your worldview, what should the age of consent be?
Destiny is right. A developed age is not a valid answer. Because what age is a developed age? Like, are we talking physical or mental development? Because a mentally developed age is typically 25, whereas a physically developed age is much earlier. And here's the thing. It varies from person to person. Sometimes it's 17 and sometimes it's 13, for example. This is why a developed age does not stand for a unified age number, and this is why it's not a valid answer.
What should the age of consent be?
You see how...
Oh, you see how you want to answer the question? You see how he's going to yap and not answer the question? I'm going to ask the same thing when you're done. Go ahead.
I just answered the question.
What was the age?
I just told you at a developed age.
Sneako thinks you should be able to 9-year-olds. That's what Sneako thinks, and he won't answer that question honestly. Or he's going to have to give a different answer, in which case he's updated his morality. He's updated his views, and that's really uncomfortable for him. You don't have an answer to any of this shit, bro. Go back to fucking that fucking corner in London where you're getting roasted by year 1 debaters on fucking Christianity. This is retarded. I don't know what the fuck you're doing in here.
I love this. Destiny is not holding any punches here. He is fully committing into keeping Sneako accountable by asking a question that frankly is not being asked enough in our society.
Why do you think pedophilia is wrong?
No.
Answer. It's a good question.
Yeah, I
Answer
need
it.
to make sure you have any idea.
You
Yeah,
la-
tell me.
you
No,
laugh, but
wait,
you
make him
don't-
answer. Yeah, don't bail him out. Make him answer. Why is pedophilia wrong, Sneako?
Because it's not how a relationship. Because God says it's wrong.
Okay, I hate this answer. Oh, because God says it's wrong. Because it's against God. Like, here's a philosophical question for you. What is God? Can you define against God? It was also the same when Andrew Tate said women sleeping around is wrong because it's against God.
I think if a man is not sexually exclusive, it's not the same as if a woman is, because with a woman you have the paternity issue. With a man you don't have a paternity issue. If I have 3 girlfriends and they all get pregnant, we know who the mother and who the father is. If you have 1 woman and 3 men, you don't know who even the parents are if she got pregnant.
Yeah, you could definitely figure that out.
DNA tests are pretty accessible nowadays.
Of course, yeah, that's exactly it. So I said science can step in and fix it, but that doesn't mean it's not haram and against the will of God. Look, read the Bible. Every single man had multiple wives. Not a single woman had multiple husbands. It's against the will of God. It's disgusting. In the eyes of God himself.
What I'm saying is that because God says it's wrong can literally be said about anything. This is not an answer. This is a stand-in for an answer. It is basically just an insert answer here rather than an actual answer. And this is how you KO yourself in a debate. Because what does God say is wrong?
That's
No,
the
keep going.
reason why. Hold on, wait.
Oh,
So
because
Sneako, no,
God
wait.
says
This
it's
is so
wrong.
easy. So then Sneako. So if God tells you that you can kids like he did with Muhammad or whatever, you think that's okay then? That you would change your mind on that tomorrow?
That's not what happened.
No. I'm asking you. If God tells you, Sneako, I think kids is okay, then you would change your mind on it tomorrow.
Exactly. This is what I mean. What are the things God say is wrong? What is the definition of God?
If God tells you, Sneako, I think kids is okay, then you would change your mind on it tomorrow.
There has to be a justification for everything.
Oh, so now God has to justify himself? Okay, so here's a simple question. If God says pedophilia is wrong, then what is the justification for God to say that it's wrong?
There has to be a justification for everything.
Oh,
for
hold on.
everything.
God has
God
to
didn't say it,
justify
though.
himself? God has to justify it? If you're talking about the need for a justification, then that means something's not good because God says it. It's only good because he's giving you whatever the justification is. So God saying things doesn't mean anything then. So you're just wrong on that. So then what's the justification then for why pedophilia is bad?
Because it's not, kids cannot consent.
There
Kids are
you
not
go.
able to make
Good job.
decisions.
Finally, Sneako finally got that answer after fumbling around all the time. Look, I don't think Sneako is a PDF file, but I do think he is ignorant, and he doesn't have strong beliefs of his own, and he has no opinions. He only answers questions in ways that feel the most convenient for him at that given moment. Why is this wrong? Oh my god, I don't know the answer. Oh, it's because someone else said it's wrong. Wait, I actually have to explain why it's wrong? Well, oh, actually I do know the answer. It's because kids cannot consent. You see what I mean? He keeps flip-flopping between different answers and always chooses the most convenient answer rather than the right answer. And this is why he often makes those stand-ins for an answer rather than an actual answer. Like, once again, a developed age can mean anything, and God can mean anything. So yeah, I hope Sneako starts reading some books and doing some self-reflection rather than bullying fighting champions on the internet, so that Sneako one day can come with better answers than whatever this is.